The 11th call is a split call.
It is indeed.
Megan Woods.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and it's my pleasure to join the great tax debate of 2012 following the budget. Are we here today to debate the re-gearing of the New Zealand economy to turn it into a productive economy that will deliver jobs, growth and a decent income for New Zealanders? No, we are not. Instead, we're here to literally raid the piggy banks of the nation's youth. We've been told by members opposite that this is just petty cash. Well, this just shows that this is a government that is out of touch and does not realise what this money means to these kids. The government is closing the loopholes, and we've got the great euphemism in terms of them trying to crib back this $117 million, is that they're tightening these tax credits, including the active income from children. I love the language. So here we have it, part 3 of the great economic strategy, the one that started with a cycleway, then it moved on to a holiday highway, and part 3, ladies and gentlemen, is the paper route. Is this the brighter future that we were promised? One can only imagine the policy discussion that took place. It's time to crack down on these little bludgers. They're getting away with far too much. They're not paying their fair share. Get more out of them. So there we have it, $117 million clawed back, pinched from the pockets of our kids. They need the income, they tell us opposite. And what do they need the income for? Well, Mr Speaker, it is our children who are being pickpocketed to pay the $120 million tag of flogging off our assets. $117 million clawed back from the children's pockets in our nation that we could be saved by simply not paying the bill to sell our assets. Labor opposes this legislation. It opposes this legislation because it is mean-spirited. It opposes it because this just shows this is a government that is out of ideas. It is a government that has no plan to fix the economy. It has no plan to create jobs. It has no plan to deliver higher incomes. Instead, what it is doing, it is targeting young people, and it is a budget that is targeting young people. It's disincentivising them go on and to achieve their potential in tertiary study and postgraduate studies. And the most mean-spirited part of it all, it's taking back a little bit of an incentive for kids to work. These are the hard-working children of our nation that are eventually going to get on a jet plane and leave our country because we are not sending messages of hope. We are not sending messages that there is a future in New Zealand. And this is a government that is certainly not delivering a brighter future for any child in New Zealand. And this pernicious piece of legislation that has come before the House this afternoon is showing the very little value that this government puts on our nation's youth. It is not a laughing matter. We've been accused by members opposite of not taking it seriously. We take the abandonment of the children of this nation by members opposite very seriously, and I am proud to stand here and oppose another part of the abandonment of the children of New Zealand in this legislation. Okay.
Gareth Hughes.
Kia ora, Mr Speaker, ngā mihi nui. Kia koutou, kia ora. Mr Speaker, this budget delivered today has been called all sorts of names. A zero budget.